Hello, everyone. Hope everyone's been staying safe and sound. Back again for a little CGC review today. I received back my very first box from CGC Grading Company, and I want to go through a couple mistakes that I made myself in sending my comics out. And hopefully, this will allow others, that are trying to get some graded comics that won't make the same mistakes as me. First, we'll go through just a couple really cool grades that I got of some issues that, sending them out, you have these grand delusions that you're going to have a great grade coming back. And I am just getting into this myself for the last year and a half, back into it. And I'm really just learning about how to grade a comic. It's very difficult what you think is a good grade and what the grade really is. CGC is the leading grading company in the world. So, yeah, let me go over some of the stuff that I found out from them after doing some chat boards with them, with some questions that I had after I got my comics back. Let's start off with one here. My Iron Fist, first appearance of Sabretooth. Now, this is a beautiful comic. Very hot comic. This is always worth a lot of money. But here's the mistake I made when I sent this out to CGC. I had this in a bag and a board for so many years. I never really inspected the comic before I sent it out. I was so excited to send my first CGC box out. I sat it right in there, wrote it down, what the year, the issue, blah, blah, and sent it out. Well, little did I know, without looking at it for years and years and years, you can see it's missing a part of the page right there. So when I first pulled this out and saw the 2.5 grade, I was really disappointed. I was looking for something higher than 7.0 because of how pretty good shape the front cover is. But when you send your comics into CGC and they grade them, they give you a really nice rundown of what is exactly wrong with the comic and why it is graded the way it is. So what you want to do is become a member of the CGC, which is very inexpensive, and you can be a part of their chat boards and get all this information as you grade them. But the mistake I made on this comic is I really didn't look the comic over before I sent it out. I probably wouldn't have had this graded if I had remembered and saw that missing page. That being said, this comic is probably still worth over $100 graded at a 2.5 because of the first appearance of Sabretooth. So still pretty nice comic. The second one I'm very, very happy with. First comic book dedicated to the Green Arrow. I'm a really big Green Arrow fan. Green Arrow and Iron Fist are probably two of my favorites besides Batman and Spider-Man. But yeah, 7.5 on that. Really nice grade. First comic devoted to Green Arrow. White pages, 7.5. Really nice comic. Really nice. I just love a graded comic. This one I will probably never get rid of. I collect Green Arrow and Iron Fist comics. So yeah, another really nice one. I'm very happy with the way that one came back graded. My third one, Eternals #1. Now this is not the Eternals, the very first Eternals. This is one of 12. So that is a common mistake a friend of mine and I made as we sent this out. This is my yeah, it's a crazy story. But yes, this is not the first issue of Eternals. This is #1 of 12. This is, though, the first appearance of, I think it's Phantos, is how you would pronounce it. So it is a key issue, but it is not Eternals #1 that you actually are familiar with. But yeah, 3 really nice comics there. I'm really happy with that grade too. Like I said, when you look into the notes from your grades, they tell you exactly why they graded that comic the way they did. And yeah, so now I want to move on quickly to the mistake I really made. Now, I had 4 comics that I was sent out to be graded that were signature comics with COAs, signed COAs, identification number to be able to look up and find it. I thought this was how you got, and let me show you this. This is a signature series, CGC signature series with the yellow label. Okay, so let me show you my very first one here. Now, I'm very happy with the grade on this comic. It was a beautiful comic. Spawn 300. You know, just a beautiful book. Signed by Scott Campbell. Now, that is Scott Campbell's signature. The problem is, and let me show you this, 9.8, beautiful comic. Now, if you notice, the normal graded comics has a blue label. That's a CGC universal grade, just a universal across the board grade, okay? The signature series has a yellow label, which is considered a signature series. This is a CGC qualified grade series with a green label. So it is higher than a blue labeled comic. It came with a COA, a very official COA. My question to, and the COA has a number that you can actually look up. My question to CGC was, why did this comic not get a yellow label signature series grade? And what the response was to me was very, very logical. Unless the comic is signed at a Comic-Con or at a show, and there is a witness from CGC company there to see it, it cannot be considered a signature series. Just because of, it could be fraud. You know, you could make up this COA. So as much as I was disappointed that I did not get a yellow signature series book, I understand exactly where CGC company is coming from. But what a beautiful book though, huh? 9.8 grade. It was a great grade. I'm contemplating whether I should open this book back up and have it graded without a COA, but I believe from what they tell me, it has a signature on it, graded as a regular grade. I don't know. I don't know what the signature would do to the grade without having the witness from the CGC at the show. So I was very happy with the grade, very disappointed that I did not get a signature series on it. Another one here, we'll go through these really quickly. I had an Amazing Spider-Man 356 signed by Stan Lee. You can see his signature, and if you're familiar with his signature, it seems like that should be Stan Lee. Of course, I have a VSA COA. Well, that's a verified signature authority, so that's a VSA, not even a COA. So I understand, and all they can do is give me a CGC qualified grade, and it says Stan Lee written on cover with marker. So, you know, I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to look into this further, but I really don't believe I'm gonna be buying any more signed comics that have COAs with them unless they have a certification of being inspected from a CGC inspector at a show. Because you're really not going to ever get a signature series grade from the grading company. And it's disappointing, but you know, you learn, and that's how you know, as you get into this more and more and more, as I see that I'm, you know, from when I was a kid to now, there's a lot more into the comics than there ever was. Here's another one. And this is one of my favorite comics. Came with a Stan Lee certified with a number right here. You can look it up, authenticity, the whole 9 yards. Here's a beautiful book. 8.5 grade. The reason why this did not get a 9.5 grade is that sticker right there. I never noticed that sticker being on this comic, and this is signed by Stan Lee, but it's never going to get a signature series, and it's only got an 8.5 grade because of that sticker. So, a beautiful comic. I love it being in the case. I'm very disappointed that this is not a signature series. But I definitely understand, like I said, I understand where they're coming from. So, yeah, I hope that was informative and helped some people not make the same mistake I did. So if you're buying a comic that you want to have the signed comic CGC, to make sure that what you're buying has a certification that comes with, with that the inspector was there at the show watching that being signed, and they sign it and date it at the same time the person that signs the comic does. So, yeah, I actually learned a lot with this mistake. Like I said, they do say that this is a better grade than the blue, but in my eyes, I don't believe that this is a better grade than Universal. This is basically a comic that has a uncertified mark on the cover. So, yeah, I hope that helped out everybody, and yeah, it certainly helped me out. And yeah, let's do a little quick mystery box unboxing since we're here today. And I love comics, so I got in another Boxed Heroes mystery box the other day, and I was informed, since I am a subscriber to Boxed Heroes, that they have added an extra comic to all the boxes now. So I should have in here 7 comics because I am a subscriber. So 6 comics for a normal mystery box, and I believe I get an extra 7th one for being a subscriber. So yeah, let's get right into this. And right off the bat, I find a Joker card in the front. Very, very, very sweet. I love it. Let's take a look at the back. I don't want to damage it. Very nice. That's my first one. As always, comes with the Boxed Heroes label. Tells you where to go to get extra chances to win comics. So yeah, this is one of my favorite boxes. The comics are always well wrapped. The bags and the boards they use are top of the line, a little bit thicker. Yeah, very, very nice. You can see how the inside is packed. Let's take these right out. Set that over here. Go through these one at a time. Now this is the subscriber bonus book, so we're going to do that last. Let's go with the very first one. Wow. Oh, that is an awesome cover. Batman 3 Jokers, Book 2. Wow. I love that. Now that is definitely one to get CGC. Look at that beautiful cover. I love these books. Boxed Heroes. I think this is Mylar. I believe that these bags are the Mylar, the thicker Mylar bags. But yeah, they're in so good a shape. I just love these boxes. Let's get right through this. What do we got here? Ooh, a good Spider-Man. Spider-Man 326, Gravity Storm, the non-mutant superhero. I think I might already have that cover. Really nice old cover though, huh? That's comic art right there at its best. That's like the classic comic art. Look at the difference. Just really quickly. Look at the difference in the two genres, the 2 decades, the different decades. Just crazy. I love it. I love the artwork. Next one. Ooh, Doctor Strange. That is a nice comic. Doctor Strange #2. And woo, that is in nice shape. Wow. I like that. Good comic. You know, these boxes have a lot of old comics. I love them. I just love this. Ooh, Red Sonja. #3. Wow. Jeez. Nice comic. Wasn't expecting these ones in this. Yeah, this is a nice box so far. Yeah. Aren't them in nice shape too? #4. Aquaman. Wow. Adventure Comics. Wow, that's an old one. Aquaman or Adventure Comics #445 starring Aquaman. I love it. Man, these books are in so good a shape from Boxed Heroes. Look at the corners on them. These are old comic books. Yeah, that's a beautiful comic. Let's get right through these. Howard the Duck. I think this is my first actual Howard the Duck comic. I have Howard in a couple other comics in making appearances. Nice, good, nice cover though. 30 center, Howard the Duck. Gotta love it. In good shape too. Wow, this is a nice box. Kill Raven. Not familiar with that. That's a 25-cent comic. In nice shape. Amazing Adventures featuring Kill Raven, Warrior of the Worlds. Not familiar with that at all. I'm going to have to check that out, but that's a 25-cent comic in very nice shape. Wow, there's a lot of comics in this box. Wow. Is that Doom 2099? Yep, Doom 2099 AD. I like that cover. See, can you get a little bit of the how it's a little what do you call it? Metallic. Very nice. I do like the Mount Rushmore theme. Nice. And my subscribers book. Wow, Black Cat #1. What is this one? With the blank cover. Let's take this out carefully here and check this out quick. Black Cat #1. Very nice. Very nice. I'm not sure what the white cover is. Yeah, very nice. Yeah, you know, nice, awesome box once again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 comics. So now they're up to 7 comics plus 1 for the subscriber. I love it. You know, like I've been saying in all the videos that I've done with the Box Heroes, even their old comics, these 25 centers, these are in really, really, really nice shape. You know, they're really you can tell they've pressed them. The edges, you know, for being older comics, I can see some edging, you know, on them, but you would expect that for a comic that old. So yeah, I'm very, very happy with this box this week. So yeah, I hope my CGC review was a little bit informative for people, and maybe hopefully you won't make some of the mistakes I made. Yeah, and before you go, if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button and visit my store, Arrow Dragon Comics and Collectibles. You'll see a link below in the comment section. So yeah, good luck and have fun.